Hello, and welcome to today's historic Best of 3 video on our newest little spicy brew is Mono Red Snow Giants. Now, the reason why we're running Snow, as a little point, is what is possibly my favorite card to come out of the whole set so far, Faceless Haven. It has been seen in several of the videos beforehand, and let's be honest, it will be seen in many more. I love this card. As a result, we run the rest of our lands are just basic snow-covered mountains. The only other snow card we run is 3 Frostbites, oftentimes just some pretty good removal. At worst, it's a shock. At best, it's a bolt, air quote. I know full well, however, that it cannot go to, players. Now, for the rest of the deck, we'll just kind of go right through it left to right. Single copy of Banefire as a nice little finisher. Don't need any more than this, really, but it can be some sort of X-burn spell that you might happen to have in your collection if you don't have a Banefire. It's just, again, a little finisher at the top. 2 Abrade for some creature removal or the occasional artifact removal. Both more relevant than you'd think. My red card draw engine, or one of my red card draw engines in the deck, is Tectonic Reformation. Came out in one of the, what are they called? Historic anthologies. It's honestly an all-star card that I believe deserves a lot more credit than it gets. It's a 1 in red for an enchantment, where each land card in your hand has cycling for 1 red. And it itself can also be cycled for 2 colorless mana, or generic mana. We have 4 Bonecrusher Giants. Stomp is good. The Bonecrusher Giant is good, not only because he's a good creature and he's sticky, but he is a giant. 3 Light Up the Stages, basically card draw, nice and red. 2 Shatter Skull Chargers, just a nice little aggressive creature that can be a little slippery if you... Hi, honey. If you choose not to pay its kicker, it can also just be a bigger beater if you pay its kicker. We only run 2 because it's a little situational, and we'll oftentimes get sideboarded out. We are running 4... Oh, this is the other snow card. I apologize. We are running 4 Tundra Fumaroles, which is 1 and 2 red for a snow sorcery. It deals 4 damage to a creature or walker, and you can add colorless for each of the snow mana spent to cast this, which in this deck is always the 3. We run 4 because, well, we're running 4, but it oftentimes can get cut down to lower amounts in sideboards. It's just a good removal spell that, because it is a snow sorcery, also can... Hi, honey. Hi, baby girl. Because it generates colorless mana, it is considered snow mana. Or, yeah, we'll say snow mana. So it can also turn on Faceless Havens if you happen to cast it. Not always relevant, but it's been more relevant than one would think. Run 2 Herald Horns. A little sweet piece of tech that I basically have lifted from every Mono Red Goblins list. Makes our giants cheaper to cast, and more importantly, kind of helps you give you some card draw, or, well, card selection, sometimes card draw. Off the top, run 2 Calamity Bearers. Most sources of damage are giants, or giant sources, or a lot of sources of damage are giant sources. Again, the Bonecrusher itself, the Shatter Skull, Calamity Bearer itself, Tectonic Giants, and the Quakebringers, all giants. Even the Faceless Haven is a giant as well. But we only have 2 because it requires existing board setup for it to pay off, or for its payoff to kick in. We run 4 Tectonic Giants, however, because I think this is a all-star card, especially in Giant list, as you would have also, I believe, seen from the Jeskai Giants video. It's 2 and 2 red for an Elemental Giant. It's 3/4, and when it attacks or becomes the target of a spell, we can either bolt our opponent or exile the top 2, and we can cast them until the next turn. We run 4 Quakebringers. I am in love with this card. It is a 5 mana, 3 and 2 red for a 5/4 Giant Berserker. With your opponents can't gain life, which is honestly very relevant, really anymore. And the very spicy bit is that at the beginning of your upkeep, Quakebringer deals 2 damage to each opponent. It only triggers if it's in your battle, or if the Quakebringer itself is on the battlefield, or it can be in your graveyard and you have to control a giant. Again, a nice little thing to add a clock to a game. And you can also foretell it for 4, giving you something to do. Hi, baby girl. With mana early on. Hi, honey. Hello. Yeah, come right down with Dad. I love you. Sideboard, single Alpine Moon in case some weird... Every once in a while, might run into some World Tree deck or some Maze's End Gate shenanigan stuff. But they're so rare, it's only worth 1 slot. We run 2 Spike Field Hazards, really more so for the 1 damage exile thing for your Uros and whatnots. But it can also just be burn if you need it to be. Yeah, come on down, baby girl. 3 Grafdigger's Cages for your Goblins, although that deck is exceedingly rare. Also turns off, like, you know, reanimation stuff, or your Collected Company style cards, which is nice. I run 2 Diamond Mare as a way to gain life against a fellow aggro deck, seeing how basically all the spells are red. It's very easy to gain 5 or 6 life, which can easily be a swinging... Hi, honey. Thank you for shaking. But yes, it can easily gain you 5 or 6 life over the course of a game, which is enough to turn the corner against a fellow aggro deck. I have 2 Annexes against the really heavy control mirrors, or matchups, not mirrors, that are just running a buttload of board sweepers. I must be honest, I'm not loving Annex, so if you were to ask me later on, say in the comments below, or something, Annex might be changed in the future. Sweltering Suns, good sweeper against, again against fellow aggro matchups that are more so going wide. And it's always nice to be able to cycle it if you happen to make a bad call and sideboarding it in. We run 2 Chandra Torch of Defiance. The card's so long, everyone knows it, but Chandra Torch of Defiance we run 2 of. Good card draw engine, and if we need to like kind of go into a more mid-rangey role, Chandra's good at this. Again, and also with the emblem, it can give us a way to more or less put another clock on the opponent. We have 1 Chandra Awakened Inferno, which is the 6 mana one that can't be countered, which I love. Very good against your mono blue tempos or your hard controls, where sometimes you just need 1 or 2 Chandra emblems to help like close out a game, as well as with things like Quakebringer and stuff. And that's the basics of the deck. We'll, again, like usual, go through 1 or 2 games, try and show off the deck and what it can do. There we go. Now we play the waiting game. Of course, always when I go to record an episode, the queues take forever. Alright. We have our first opponent. Silas. He's going to make some Fallout New Vegas reference. But we shall refrain. Going first, I'm not in love with this hand, but it has things to do. I have several, turn 2 plays, and more than a few turn 3 plays, assuming I draw into land. God, I hope I do. I should probably put a stop on my end step there to feign we have something to do. Okay, that's better. Again, we'll just sit and wait. We might actually just stomp our opponent's face. Or our opponent's face. Well, that fucking sucks. Go ahead and get rid of 1. This way he's also taking 4. So the plan more or less stays the same. Probably takes the Bone Crusher. If he takes the Fumarole, he probably has something he wants to protect in particular. Otherwise, Bone Crusher is just all day long the thing you pick here, right? Yeah, my deck is just some goofy, spicy homebrew thing. That's honestly better than it probably should be by all accounts. Fabled Passage by our opponent. We could play the Bone Crusher, but we'll go ahead and just play the Shattered Skull right now and just start chipping away at our opponent. Since he's running Sultai, he has access to all the removal and everything you'd want in the format. So I prefer a more slippery threat. Of course, the priority it's giving him is Fable Passage priority and nothing else. Alright, see what our opponent does next turn. Another Forced, and an Arrow. Okay, so we're probably going to bring in a couple... Probably take out a couple of the Fumaroles and bring in a couple of the Spikefield Hazards, so we can at least in response exile it as it sacks itself. And again, this is kind of what I was talking about earlier in the deck construction part. The Shatter Skull Charger is a weirdly evasive, air quotes, threat in a mono red deck. And again, it has the same stats as a Bone Crusher, so we might as well... Oh boy, he's ramping really hard. Might as well, like, try and make something happen here. We'll go ahead and again do the same thing. And just chunk our opponent down. It appears to just be a pretty bog standard... Hi, honey. Sultai kind of mid-rangey borehole of a deck, really. It's also giving him castle priority. He probably has a removal spell. Yeah, honey, come on. Come lay down with Dad. Yeah. I love you. The baby. I love you. Oh, I know. You had to go... Oh, that sucks. But this is pretty par for the course, to be entirely honest. See what he plays next turn. Thoughtseize might actually take the Tectonic Giant. Or he's going to take the Squash if he's able to get Uro out, actually. No, maybe not, actually. Gotta be honest, this homeboy's deck is starting to confuse me a little bit. I'm going to play a Nissa who shakes the world. The plan will be to... We're going to Tundra Fumarole the creature in quite... Hang on. Okay. Okay, so the plan is to Tundra, to Fumarole the land... make a Faithless Haven, and then I think I can actually squash the Nissa on second main. So I have to manually tap this. 3 red, Tundra, Fumarole targeting the forest, paying with snow, generates 3 snow mana. Now we have 3 snow floating. Activate the Faithless Haven. Put a stop on second main just in case. Attack for 4 to their face. And then we second main squash their Nissa. Granted, they can just play an Uro, which fucking sucks. But, I mean, what are you gonna do? Card is like real good. Why are you not gaining life? You know I have it in my hand. You have to have a removal, though, right? Okay, what are you doing? Because... Oh, right. Okay, I was wondering how that was going to work. Hi, honey. I love you. You're my baby. Honestly, I think the play now is to just play the Quakebringer. Hi, honey. Oh, we're gonna come out and cuddle with Dad? That's cool. I know. Normally I would not be cool with this, but Dad had to emergency leave you. Well, emergency is a relative word, baby girl. Yep, you can't gain life, son. Probably has a removal spell. Yeah. Hanging out with the cat dead. Jesus fucking Christ. Fucking. This deck has everything it needs. Why did you not attack? I think our opponent fucking goofed.
If you wish to see home your prowess.
And I can't make the Haven in response on the trigger and actually get the ping, which is fucking irritating. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, I hate this shit. It's the fucking... Hey, there we go. And this is why we run Banefire. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Isn't that right? Gives us exact lethal, unless he has a counterspell. I know. Thank you for kisses. Okay. Now, if I had one more mana. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. If he counters, we just scoop? Okay. That turned out better than I thought it would. Again, game 2, we're gonna probably take out a couple of those fumaroles. Where are you? A couple of you come out. Spike Field comes in. I mean, might get rid of 1 Frostbite for a Chandra 6. Seeing how I might, or I believe that it will come down to like some Chandra emblems and maybe some Quake Bringers in the graveyard, as it usually tends to. Isn't that right, my baby Smokey? My smoke walkers. Honestly, having the Quake Bringer to foretell on turn 2 is very nice. Yeah, baby girl. That's honestly much more relevant than one would think. Honestly, it's nice to actually, like, draw the sideboard hate. Of course, he can't actually hit it this turn. So there is that. Let it be known that if he plays the Uro this turn, I'm gonna hate my goddamn life. But we need to foretell it now. So yeah, I see an Uro coming, and I'm gonna hate my life. Alright, I stand corrected. I mean, it's not good. But I think I'll live. Honestly, I think we can just kind of sit. I mean, we don't really draw that many cards, or any actually. So Narset's passive ability is kind of not an issue. He has the Assassin's Trophy in hand. So I think we're going to do this. Leaving open the 1 red mana for the Spikefield Hazard, because if we can turn off the Uro, that is a serious value generator that we can turn off. Or at least one of. There's no way they don't run 4 in this damn deck. Again, we leave Narset alone, seeing how we don't actually draw cards. We impulse cards and stuff. I will happily take that all day long, sir. Search for a basic, put it into play. And to the band's credit, that is the correct, like, play. Okay. Wow. I imagine a Narset will be coming down next turn. As I return. Hi, Gooba girl. My baby. That's a floofy tape. Oh, this like screams Nissa. He shakes the world. Yeah, come out with that. Lay down. It's alright. Nothing is wrong here. Honestly, I think we're just gonna play the Quakebringer. It'd be nice to get the Herald's Horn, but we're only really, like... We're drawing a card naturally and then spending a card. So we're not really, like... Air quote, losing cards. Oh, he has... What does he have? He's sitting on something. Some goofy fucking counterspell or something. Well... Pretty historically... Sultai mid-ranges do not run counterspells. I mean, if someone's feeling terribly spicy, yeah, I was about to say, that's about what they'll run. I don't know if we'll squish that or squash that. We might not, honestly. Because if he swings... He's losing the life total race. He has to have something. What is he doing? I must admit, our bro has me confused. Unless he's hovering the removal spell now. If he removes it now, I will squash in response. Well, maybe, depending on what he plays. If it's Assassin's Trophy, we can actually squat. Hey, we are alive. Another Faceless Haven. Let's leave open 3, which is honestly perfect. I mean, he's giving... It's holding... No, it's not holding Castle Priority, right? So you have a spell you're holding then. Okay. What spell? You have to be holding a removal spell? What are you doing, brother? It's very weird. There we go. Might as well squash in response. This way we still hold the 1 mana for the Spike Field Hazard. Now we also, again, play the waiting game to see what happens. Of course, if he plays the Uro I imagine they have in hand, life sucks pretty much regardless of what happens. And because we control a giant and Quakebringer is in the yard, we bolt our opponent. 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can do... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can do... We'll do the Herald's Horn. Again, he's holding a spell naming giants, because, hey, we are nothing but consistent. If I animate one of you, I leave one open for the... Okay, we can do that. Now the one of these ended this turn, correct? Okay, so we can tap you, you, and you. Turn on Faceless Haven. We will probably go ahead and bolt our opponent here. Okay, what is... He has to be sitting on something weird like a card draw spell, because you would have killed something by now. Alright. Oh, okay, he doesn't want to eliminate a tectonic giant. Okay. Now the play makes significantly more sense. Yeah, it's a Herald's Horn. Again, we have to pretty much always keep the Spikefield Hazard mana open. If they play Anissa, we just, like, hate our life. Wow! Alright, yeah, cool. That is a thing you can do. It resolves. I believe... alright. If he was going to kill it, he should have killed it before the start. Go ahead and light up the stage. See what we can get off the top. Sometimes you just brick, I suppose. 1, 2, and 3. Manning the Faceless Haven again. We are threatening lethal now. So there was that. That he literally has to remove this turn. It does actually suck a lot. Honestly, we can just, yeah, kind of bolt, just, yeah, send stuff up top. He can't activate the castle even if he wanted to now without dying. Okay, so well, that sucks. Naming odd. Or even, sorry. That's even. Yeah, that would be a dumb thing to do. Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. What an incredibly fucking stupid way to lose. God, I don't want to lose like this. Thank you. Give me something. He could have another extinction event, which would suck a lot. Again, he actually can't remove it with a spell, or he does die. Unless he gains life. Yay! Our silly little deck takes a best of 3 win off of probably one of the strongest decks in, like, the meta, really. Welcome back, sweetheart. We'll do one more game. You know, we might actually end this video with a pack-up. Well, we'll do one more, and then I'll do a little impromptu, hey, let's open a couple packs thing. Because I'm going to buy another one. I have another opponent. Oh, good. Nicol Bolas avatar. Not a total edgelord. It's a hand. Things to do. Can't really complain too much. The hell is that? Oh, it's a damnation sleeve? That's very pretty, honestly. Where did he get the That must have been like one of those deals that I didn't spring on. Thank God damnation is in the format. Jesus fucking Christ. We already have Wrath. Next turn, we'll just Quakebringer, foretell it, and just sit on it for a little bit. Then we'll play turn 3 as we, like, just kind of see fit. Plays a black, but didn't play... Or plays a swamp, and didn't play a Thoughtseize, so that's good. Get Thoughtseized or Quakebringer, we would have hated our life. Isn't that right, baby girl? Come way down. Good girl. I imagine your sister is somewhere in the house. Wow, a Baronmore. To be fair, man, those cycling lands are really, really good if all you have are... One, if you're in a monocolored deck, but, like, they're just good lands if you have commons. What in the fuck? This is awesome. I love this dude's deck. Is it mono black? Okay, this can be one of two things, really. We'll go ahead and get rid of this thing now. Actually, that might have been the wrong play. You usually only see a Finn Lurker in one of two decks. Some sort of hand hate deck or some mono black devotion shit. I gotta be honest, against a Phyrexian Obliterator, I'm not certain of our chances. Opponent discards 2 cards. Well, doesn't that fucking suck? We're actually gonna... Oh god, I hate that I have to do that, but I literally think that's the right play. Actually, you know what? Okay, so that clearly has to be mono black discard. So yeah, we'll just keep the mountains and just play a Quakebringer. You okay, baby girl? Probably does have removal because, you know, if you're playing black, why wouldn't you? I gotta be honest though, spice versus spice. Alright. I mean, that is his whole turn. I would love a not land, though. You're killing me, game. Okay, I did technically ask for not a land, so I can't be too pissed that you're fucking me, game. What do we... I gotta be honest, this is a... Oh my god! I love it! Oh, his deck's awesome! I'm not even mad! Oh, this dude's got style, Jack. Okay, that's fucking hilarious. That's so good! God, why doesn't this card see play? I mean, yeah, it's the perfect, deck for... Oh, fucking, this game's over. We just got fucked. Alright, that's fine. There's no way we're coming back now. That is a very good deck. I was wondering how you were going to close that game out, but yeah, Davriel and whatever the hell that Jumpstart card is, we'll do it. Okay. This is the question. What in the hell do I bring in here? Okay, maybe we take out some Fumaroles for some Chandras. And maybe take out 1 Charger for Chandra 6. I don't know this guy's deck, but my boy Samath, or Samath, God, I love the cut of your jib, kid. You're kicking ass. I don't even care what happens this game. Ooh, that's a bad keep. We're gonna mulligan that one. Better. Go ahead and check the light of the stage. Seeing we have a Reformation in our opening hand. It's got like on-color sleeves too. A man after my own heart. Go ahead and play the Reformation. Gotta be careful not to cycle that when you mean to play it, because I have done that too many goddamn times. Cycles the Baron more. Again, it's a good play. Plays a Fin Lurker. I actually think we just get rid of the Frostbite. I don't see it doing a whole lot. We're gonna play this mountain. We're gonna name or play a Herald's Horn naming giant. And just pray to God he can't discard 2 cards. Or make me discard 2 cards, which he totally can. Oh god, Mono Black discard did get that in Kaldheim, that one thing where you can... Oh, you gotta be fucking me! God damn it! Anywho, Kaldheim got that Mono Black discard tool, in this case. Mono Black discard tool. Where, like, you make an opponent discard 2, and if he can't, he, like... Or for every card that, like, he doesn't have, you get to draw a card. I don't remember what the name of it is. Okay, please give me a land. I mean, it's not what I wanted, but it'll do. Probably has a discard spell for the Quakebringer, which sucks. But what are you gonna do? Ah, fuck. Oh, it exiles it too! No! This guy's got my number! No! I love a good spice battle, though. Well, that's not what I wanted. Might as well name it, though. I mean, I just never realized that's the wrong thing to do, but alright. Since, we'll go ahead and exile it. Let's see. Oh, thank God I would have bricked. Yay! I would have bricked. Thank God. Now, I don't think I can cycle. Well, I couldn't if I didn't have mana anyway, but because of how that works, I think you can only play them, right? Yeah, you can play lands, but if you're playing lands, you can't, like... What the fuck? Sorry. I'm making small talk, and I wasn't prepared for a fucking Doom Whisperer. Oh, that's lovely. Pardon the cat. Is she done? No. This was not exactly the plan. Just trying to play on curve and apply pressure. I do apologize for the background noise. I'll return to you once it's over. But really, the deck at this point sort of pilots itself. And our opponent is slow rolling us. Yay! There we go. See what we drop. Okay, that's not really what we want here, but it'll do. At least this way the bleeding is stopping a little bit. I know, honey. You have cat needs you gotta take care of. It's cool. What in the actual... I mean, yeah, it's a good card. I question its inclusion in your deck, though. Hey, hey! There we go. Come on. Come on, lay down. Yeah, that's cool. Come on. Come on. I love you. Go ahead and play the Quakebringer. Hi, honey. Good girl. Yeah, lay down. Pardon the click-clacking. I have to make sure everything's, you know, still a-working and not explode. Alright. Unless he plays something, or likely removes my thing, which is very, very possible. Dude, you're fucking killing me here, cat. I love you. I do. You are cute as the day. There you go. I think our boy here is going to take this game. Because I don't really have removal in that way. That is sure as shit not what we need. But we can at least cycle it and pray we find something. Please give me something to, oh, for fuck's sake, to do. Alright, we can't activate the Haven now. That is the thing I can do. It just won't do anything. I think that's the game. Our opponent had a very spicy deck to his credit, or their credit, sorry. But I do believe we did a good job of showing what the deck can do. That was a mono red snow giant tribal for our little spicy deck. It is fun though, and it's not bad. Could this deck climb to mythic? It'd be questionable. But can it climb from like anything below plat up to plat? Yeah. I did say also that we were gonna spend this gold and open up a couple packs, so why not? Nothing ventured. Go and claim those. What is our first pack? Give us, yeah. It's alright. Kaldheim pick looks like not awful. Ah yes, the Immerstrom Predator. I am convinced that card will never see play. Return target creature card from the graveyard to the battlefield. If it's an elf, create 2 elves. Maroon Crown. And... hey, that ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. But of course, we'll close off the video with showing the deck list one last time. If the game doesn't explode. There we go. So, this was Mono Red Snow Giants. That'll be all for today's video. If you liked me, you can subscribe to the channel. If you liked the video, you can. If you like the video in particular, you can like the video. And if you want to talk and say if you have any sort of things you might run in this deck, I'm always welcome to constructive, polite criticism. But with that, thank you all for your time today. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.